to our weekly mini-sode of Books and Bingos. This is Rachel here with a bonus book recommendation before our next episode this Friday. Today I'm recommending Paperback Crush, the totally radical history of 80s and 90s teen fiction by Gabrielle Moss. This is going to be the absolute perfect book for people who grew up in the 80s and the 90s because this book really delves into all of the books that we enjoyed back then. I'm talking Sweet Valley High, Babysitter's Club, R.L. Stine, Christopher Pike, all of these books that were our life back then. We didn't have as wide of a range of just quality literature, I feel like, back then. We had a few authors who did what they did, and that was what we had, and we loved it. That's what we had. We read it, we enjoyed it, we shared our experiences with our friends and read the books together. So I think it's really such a wonderful look back at the reading culture we had in the 80s and 90s for teens and young adults. And if you were like me and you really got into some of these books, like I was a big R.L. Stine, Christopher Pike girl. I do not like sad books, so I stayed away from the like Lauren McDaniels of the time. I did not like those, but I like the spooky ones. Like, especially looking back now, I can still enjoy the R.L. Stine books, but they're not quality. And they really didn't age well either, but it's very nostalgic. And I think that's what this book does so well. It really takes a deep dive into the nostalgia of literature when we were young. So if you grew up in the 80s and 90s and you read a lot of those ridiculous YA paperback books, then this is for you. And that is called Paperback Crush, the totally radical history of 80s and 90s teen fiction by Gabrielle Moss. Thanks for tuning in to my mini episode. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or recommendations, reach out to us on social media at Books and Bingos or email us at booksandbingos@gmail.com. I'll be back with Amanda on Friday with more book picks. Happy reading!